talk about
All
something
right.
else.
Why?
Before we go to that robot.
You have entered a restricted Submit to a credit check or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot. Oh. Thank you, sir. You may proceed. Unauthorized entry detected.
Here we go, going into New Vegas.
Vaporization subroutine initiated. Move along.
Here we go, Pro. We're going in. Going to the New Vegas. Welcome to New Vegas.
Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
What are you doing here?
Consider me your personal welcome wagon. Now hear this. The head honcho of New Vegas, Mr. House, is itching to make your acquaintance. Just head for the Lucky 38. It's the big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner.
Alright, I'll go there straight off. Why is a robot passing on his invitation?
Well, now, it was Mr. House that made Securitrons like me. Seems the least I can do is pass on his message. Don't dawdle. He'll be waiting.
That's it. Keep moving.
I can barely see the street. Oh, those last 5 shots were a bad idea.
That's what you get for drinking,
Got
NCL.
words with your commanding officer after this.
Why do they call it a monorail? It's a train.
Hey there, friend. A bit of advice. You look like you could use some protection. Lucky for you, my... Suit yourself.
A train?
I have half a mind to throw you all in a cell and let you sweat.
We'll go through the whole New Vegas thing. I'll go to where I want to stop at. So I could show you all of it.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night, some girl was pounding on my door all night. Finally, I had to let her out. What? I take my wife everywhere, but somehow she keeps finding her way back. I did it! I've been in love with the same woman for 17 years. If my wife ever finds out, she'll kill me. No! I hear James Garrett drove 5,000 head of Brahmin to New Reno. No bodies, just the heads. My wife and I know the secret to a happy marriage. 2 times a week, we go to a nice restaurant. She goes Mondays, I go Fridays. A ghoul goes to a doctor and says, Doctor, doctor, I have this horrible rash. The doctor says, son, that's called your face. Ding dong. I've been married for 17 years. Where did I go wrong? Oh! I know a guy, his motto is love thy neighbor. He lives next to a brothel. Oh no. My hotel room is so small, when I put the key in the lock, I broke the window. I bought my wife a little car here in New Vegas, an Omerta. It has a hood under the hood. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, what about that suit Betty wears?
But he's a comedian. I think there's one more part of New Vegas to see it. Yep, last part right here. Well, that's all of New Vegas. Nice little detour before we quit for today. These buildings are mostly like NCR, and the person who makes the signs, there's a quest in there. I'm not gonna do these till later. I want to do the quest in the free side, like with the Keen, which the
That fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great army.
Yeah, I killed him. Let's end this talking to Mr. House. Grabbing his quest real quick. Go inside the casino. I know what he's gonna tell me.
I'll sit tight.
Where is it? Wait.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on.
Thank you, Victor.
Enjoy your visit.
And we're going into the first casino. A lucky 38. This is the main guy for he's the guy that runs New Vegas. He's the head honcho.
Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
Who are you?
I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
What can you tell me about... let me see... What's with the snow globe collection?
Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it.
I got a snow globe for Mr. House collection.
You do? Why, that's just...
What kind of robot are you?
Why, I'm a Robco PDQ-88B Mark I Securitron, you silly goose. We're the finest in personal civil robotic security on the market.
Goodbye. So this robot's Mr. House's pleasure girl. Even though it's a robot. And there's Mr. House himself. The guy that runs the New Vegas.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see?
I've never seen anything like this place.
Of course you haven't. Vegas always was one of a kind. What you see down on the Strip is just a fraction of the city's former glory, and yet, more than an echo. I preserved its spirit. Or perhaps you were referring to the Lucky 38? The years haven't been kind to her, but still she manages to impress.
Why the VIP treatment? I am just a carrier.
Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it.
Let's get down to business then.
The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough.
What do you pose?
My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
Dang it, I didn't know we had it. 100 caps, I'll accept your terms.
Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss?
Yes, I have some questions I want to ask.
What did you wish to know?
How do I get to Benny?
It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops.
The chairman's your employees. Don't they take orders?
It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second-in-command. He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee. Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him.
Why can't you be the one to tell Swank?
By contract, Securitrons are to enter the casinos only when invited by the 3 families, or if other extraordinary circumstances arise. The moment I send one into the Tops, Benny will know I'm on to him.
Say I want to take a diplomatic approach.
If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his fear of exposure to make him agree to meet with you in private.
Any ideas on how I could catch him off guard?
Sneaking into Benny's suite on the 13th floor would be very difficult, but not impossible. There might be guards. Certainly there'd be a sturdy lock on his front door.
Let's talk about something else.
What else did you...
Tell me about Benny.
Benny has led the chairman ever since I recruited his tribe 7 years ago. Until his recent misbehavior, I'd planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner, none of this would have happened.
What use would you have for a protege?
To achieve my aims, I require a capable human agent to perform certain tasks. I knew Benny was ambitious, even ruthless, but I believed he would do the job so long as he was incentivized appropriately. Obviously, I miscalculated his drive for supremacy, but in any case, you've come along, a more than suitable replacement.
Why did Benny betray you?
I have to think that he found out about the platinum chip and mistakenly convinced himself that he could use it to his own ends. One of the problems of a tribal workforce, I'm afraid. No intuitive understanding of how complex technologies can be.
Why didn't you intervene sooner when Benny ambushed me?
Why didn't Victor intervene sooner, you mean? Goodsprings is a bit too far away for me to reliably control a Securitron agent by remote. I can send and receive packets of data at best. Victor's combat algorithms determine the proper course of action. Benny and his thugs were more than a match for a lone Securitron. When he alerted me, I instructed him to approach the site after Benny and the others had departed.
What is the platinum chip?
It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find. That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver the chip, and good things will come your way.
There's more I know about the chip. Easier I can find it.
You might keep an eye out for any computers that Benny's been using. Maybe even a computer lab of some sort.
I have to know more.
That's simply not... I am the only person to hold any rights pertaining to the chip. I designed it, and I paid for it, dearly. To develop that chip, I spent a sum of US dollars. Not the bottle caps that pass as currency these days, but a sum beyond counting.